But I want to move on a little bit and talk with Bob about active management. And Bob, this is a slightly different story, but you run an actively managed fund, TrimTabs, the all-cap U.S. free cash flow ETF. And you have been investing in, really, TrimTabs is all about free cash flow as the key metric. Can you very briefly just tell us why is that the most important thing to you? Is it even more important than actual earnings?
Yeah, as you know, management has great latitude and discretion in how they report earnings, and we at TrimTabs believe that free cash flow profitability, which is the focus of our investment strategies, our research shows that free cash flow profitability just generates a better risk-adjusted return compared to other other popular quality indicators like return on equity and return on assets, gross margins, earnings persistence, etc. To get into, we do proprietary quant screening of the Russell 3000, and nothing gets into our active ETFs that doesn't have very strong free cash flow scoring.
Yeah, so essentially you're implying free cash flow. It's harder to futz around with free cash flow than it is with with earnings, and that it's a pure look at how companies are doing. Is that the point?
That's the point. Yeah, and we have decades of research, that empirical research to point to that. Support
now,
that.
When I look at this, it looks like a high quality fund. So I'm looking at the top holdings here: J.P. Morgan, Apple, Morgan Stanley, Microsoft, and Amazon here. It kind of looks like a high-quality fund. What's the criteria for inclusion here? Is it just cash flow?
High free cash flows, quant scores, and in the case of the big financials in there, there is a more of an active macro tilt. As free cash flow is not, banks are not typically measured on free cash flow. However, with interest rates where they were when these went in, and then there's been some price appreciation. These obviously have great quality of earnings, but also kind of an active macro tilt towards the yield curve, absolute level and steepening as it has.